celebrate history in the making. We celebrate the 100th year of our start line in Hopkinton, the small town with a big heart that embraces runners, volunteers, family, friends, and fans from every corner of the world. They say it's harder to reach the start than the finish, because it's more than just miles logged or hours endured. It's a triumph of dedication, perseverance, and the embodiment of the human spirit. On these historic streets, dreams aren't just imagined, but realized. From the first female finisher to the pioneers of the wheelchair and para divisions, barriers have been shattered, stigmas overcome, and champions crowned not only on the podium, but throughout the course. The legacy of the Boston Marathon is defined by a unified spirit embodied by every town hosting the course, each spectator's yell of encouragement, a volunteer's help, and every participant's pursuit to write their part into history. History in the making is not about one moment in time, but all of them together, providing all of this year's 30,000 runners with inspiration. As we witness all walks of life, all levels of abilities, all personal stories, and all dreams gathered together at the world's most revered marathon, we are truly witnessing history in the making.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jack Fleming, President and CEO of the Boston Athletic Association. Welcome to Boston. Welcome back to Boston for the 128th running of the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. History in the making is this year's theme, and we're eager to write another chapter of Boston Marathon history here on Monday. Someone in this room later may be crowned champion on Monday. This year we have 15 returning champions facing off against Olympic and Paralympic medalists. Big growth area for us. World record holders and stars from around the globe. We have 30,000 athletes in the marathon, entered from more than 129 countries and all 50 states. We're on track to raise more than $50 million for nonprofits this year. And this year marks 100 years of the Boston Marathon starting in Hopkinton. And that is a milestone worth celebrating. I hope and invite everyone to get around town this weekend, small town. Check out the Bank of America Expo. Bank of America Pro Field will be here in a few minutes. I referenced the Bank of America charity program and that incredible work. If you just walk around Boston, the out-of-home advertising on TV, in the Prudential Mall, you'll see the incredible campaign that Bank of America has put together that really lifts and inspires me. And I know it inspires every Bostonian. We'll have the 5K tomorrow, Invitational Miles, Relay Challenge, Fan Fest at City Hall Plaza, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Copley Square, you see, is under construction, so we invite you to City Hall Plaza. It's fantastic down there, it really is. Checked out the expo this morning. It is very experiential. You're gonna love it. Some fantastic stories. Now, Ambi, returning champions here to celebrate their anniversaries, ambassadors of our sport in the city this weekend. One story is more incredible than the next among each of the 30,000 participants. And I haven't even talked about the 10,000 in the 5K. I wanted to acknowledge the incredible team that I have the privilege of working with at the BAA. Members of our Board of Governors, are there any members of our board here? Please raise your hand. Peter, there you go. Please raise your hand, there you go. Who else from our board is present? Thank you. Please let me join me in acknowledging them. And our staff. It is a mighty, mighty staff. Please raise your hand. Staff members, thank you. You have put in an incredible work taking the history, where we've been, and bringing it forward. I am truly appreciative of all of our staff members' work, dedication, and commitment to our mission. To our sponsors, couldn't do it without you. 9,500 volunteers, amazing. Race committee, 105 of them. Dave McGilvery, thank you and good luck in your race on Monday. Dave. I also wanted to acknowledge our World Marathon Majors family. I know I was talking to Chris Lotzbaum this morning. Chris said, don't do it. I said, I gotta do it. Because inevitably you miss someone, right? But our World Marathon Majors family, Carrie Pinkowski there, has been incredible, mentor to me, Donna Stone, each of the 6 races. I'm not gonna go, I can't do it, but I just wanted to thank the Abbott World Marathon Majors family, Chris, for everything that you have done in support. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. You know, I'm getting comfortable up here. I love to see everyone. For me, it's a reunion too. Some of you I am able to see multiple times a year, but when you are here in Boston, it's so great to welcome you. Before we turn to our professional athletes, I want to honor one legend here in the room. Larry Rawson has been the voice of the Boston Marathon. Will be celebrating his 50th marathon in the broadcast booth, working the international broadcast this year. Larry's seen 5 decades worth of marathons, called some of the most memorable finishes, and this year will be heard in just about every nation across the globe on our world feed. Larry, if you could please come to the stage and receive a special, very special, BAA milestone medal in honor of your 50 years of Boston Marathon broadcasting, and dare I say, 50 years of service to the sport of running. Larry? Mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. You'll hear me mentioning it for a very, very long time. I'd like to thank Bank of America. Is Michelle Barlow in the room? Michelle? There you are. Michelle, you and your team have done an incredible job for our sport. Of course in Chicago, but bringing that spirit to Boston too. Thank you and your extended team of hundreds and all that you bring to bear for us. We really appreciate it. Since our partnership was announced just about 1 year ago, really, in March, it has been just that, not a sponsorship, but a partnership. So much collaboration, teamwork, and the effort has gotten us to this point this weekend. Thank you for helping us set the stage for the next era of running in Boston. And now I'd like to introduce Olympian Carrie Tolleson, who will be on the air with WCVB TV and ESPN2 on Monday. Carrie, take it away.
Thanks, Jack. Congratulations, Larry. 50 years? It's pretty awesome. And thanks for leading the way. Hello, everybody. I'm Carrie Tolleson, and I'm thrilled to be back again as part of the broadcast team for the WCVB TV and ESPN2. I'll be alongside John Anderson. John, wave your hand. I know you're out there. Amanda McGrory, Hannah Storm, and many local WCVB talent. We'll be providing wall-to-wall coverage on Monday, and it is just a thrill. This year's professional field is arguably the strongest in history, with 15 champions, Olympic and Paralympic medalists, world and national record holders, and rising stars. All are vying for the prestige and honor of becoming a Boston Marathon champion. This morning, we'll have some of our top contenders up on stage. But first up, let's take a look at some of the top women who'll be racing on Patriots Day. Next to her, we have 2018 winner and five-time top 5 finisher, Des Linden. Next to Des, we have top American in 2023, and she placed 5th overall, Emma Bates. And the BAA 5-course record holder and Boston Marathon debutante, Senberi Teferi. And from Australia, the Paralympic gold medalist in the marathon, Madison De Rosario. All right, Helen, we're going to start with you. You are returning to Boston as the reigning champion. And just a year ago, you were a late entrant into the Boston Marathon field and had to be convinced to race the marathon again. Now you've won Boston and New York. Is it safe to say you're a marathoner now?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I'm so happy to be back in Boston. And now I can say I'm a marathoner. I'm no longer making a debut because I won here last year. So I'm a full-time marathoner.
What do you think it's going to take to win on Monday?
It will be so special for me to win here on Monday. But we have a very strong field, so it will take like something you have to work extra hard so that to become a champion on Monday. So I do hope I'm gonna work extra hard to become a champion on Monday.
Well, we can't wait to see you race. We're gonna head down to another Colorado resident, Edna Kiplagat. Edna, you're a 2-time champion and are rewriting the Masters books left and right. How has your training been, and what do you expect on race day?
Thank you for having me to come and run this year again. My training has been going on well since I've run the half marathons well, and the preparation was good, and I believe if the body responds well, I'll be in the good position to do my best on Monday.
I hear another congratulations too. You were inducted into Colorado Hall of Fame this week, so congratulations there too. All right, Daz, back again for your 11th Boston Marathon. Aside from being a Boston Marathon champion, what keeps you coming back?
Yeah, I mean, it's not lost on me that this is a temporary thing, and I'm healthy, I still have goals, I love being in Boston, and so it was an easy decision to rally and come back here. You know, I think on a personal, there's all the great things about Boston, the history, the city, the great people that we get to work with, but on a personal level, you know, my family is a huge sports family, big fans. And last year my dad couldn't come because he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. This year he messaged me in like December, he's like, I'm feeling really good, I'll be in Boston. And you know, I don't think I had signed up yet. I was like, okay, I'll be in Boston too. So there's always different reasons to come back, and you know, this year that'll be special.
Yeah, you ran the Olympic trials not too long ago. Tell us a little bit about the recovery from that, how you feel going into Boston, and also, are you loving this weather today?
That's a mixed answer there. I feel great. This is actually, you know, the run from Chicago, the build up all the way through to now, it's gotten progressively better. I feel like this segment, this body of work has been the best of the builds. I feel the mental fatigue of it, and I was like, okay, I'll get to the city and be really excited, and that's gonna kind of push me through on Monday. The weather is not helping right now, but I feel like we're gonna get some sunshine, and I'll get into the city, experience the energy, and then it'll be a battle of, you know, is it strength or fatigue in my legs on Monday, and I think it'll be strength.
Well, we're thinking of your dad, and you'll have a great race. Emma, you were 5th here last year. 2nd fastest time ever run by an American woman on this course, 2:22:10, blazing. What do you recall from that race?
I mean, leading the friggin' Boston Marathon was pretty cool. But honestly, I had lived here for 3 years, and I was a spectator on the course, and I could feel how much people love the Boston Marathon, but once you're in it, it's a totally different, I never knew that I could feel such support and encouragement by an entire city in that kind of way before. So that was really special to me, just to know that so many people were cheering my name, and a lot of people didn't know who I was, but they were just excited to see somebody up there pushing the pace. And so that is something that I'm bringing into this year, is just that kind of energy, but I know that those people will be out there the same way, in the same capacity, so I'm just super pumped to be out there and to experience that again.
You had a little different build-up because you are coming off an injury, but can you tell us a little bit about how the training's been and how you feel your fitness is?
Yeah, this is the first major injury in my career, so I didn't really know how to navigate it at first, but I have a great support system in my coach and my team, and I just countless hours on the bike, just trying to maintain some fitness, and of course I wasn't able to get back in time for the Olympic trials, but that just meant that I was able to join this race and be ready in time and build my strength, and I am so much stronger in so many different ways because I was able to work on those weaknesses. So you have to find the silver lining in really shitty situations. So that's kind of what I did with this injury, was just kind of turn it into a positive and learn from it and try to grow stronger from it.
So happy to have you back. Sunbury, you sure know how to run fast on the streets of Boston, but this is your first time running 26.2 here. What do you expect? What are your expectations for the race on Monday?
Boston Marathon jalqaba kiyyaati. Boston በመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ነው ለኔ እና እሷም እንዳለችው እንደ እግዚአብሔር ፍቃድ ጥሩ ሁኔታ ላይ ነው ያለ። አሜሪካ ውስጥ እስከ ሃፍ ማራቶን ጀምሬ እስከ 10 ኪሎ ሜትር 5 ኪሎ ሜትር አሸንፋለሁ ብዙ ጊዜ ደጋግሜ እና ማራቶን ቦስተን ማራቶን የመጀመሪያ ነው። አሁን እግዚአብሔር ፍቃድ ጥሩ ሰርቻለሁ። እግዚአብሔር ረድቶኝ ለማሸነፍ ነው የመጣው።
as you said, yes, I run very fast. I've been training a lot, and also I have never run in Boston Marathon, but I'm ready to do, and eventually I would like to run to do my best and also win the marathon. That's my wish.
We love to hear that. Awesome. All right, just a couple things here. Our defending women's wheelchair champion, Susanna Scaroni, unfortunately had to withdraw earlier this week with a shoulder injury. And our 4-time champion, Manuela Shar, is indeed racing. She's just going to be here a little bit later today. So up on stage, we're excited to have Madison De Rosario. Madison is last year's runner-up. She's also a Paralympic marathon champion from Australia. So Madison, you're a 3-time podium finisher here. You obviously know how to run so well here. So what are your thoughts entering Monday's race, and what will it take to break the tape?
Big second part of that question. In terms of thoughts, for Monday, I avoid looking at the weather forecast leading into a race just because it's so far out of your control. And last year I made the mistake of thinking I'd get over short sleeves. And so for the last 12 months I've been telling myself, no matter what, it's long sleeve weather. And I checked this morning and I was like, I could be completely wrong on this. So I think the warm weather is looking really good. I think that's really promising for us. In terms of crossing that finish line first, look, I think the field we have is so incredibly strong, even with Susanna having to sit this one and the next one out. Our field is unbelievable, and in the wheelchair race, what we have is everyone races every single marathon on the circuit. So every time you line up, you know that it's going to be incredibly strong. Every single one of us, is going to be there. So it's daunting every single time, but I do believe every single race exists in a vacuum, and you kind of got to just give what you have on the day, and if you're physically, mentally, emotionally as prepared as possible, you kind of have the potential to get across that finish line first, and if you don't, it's a credit to the woman that does.
Oh, so exciting. Well, thank you all to our top women's contenders. They'll be around the room for individual interviews in just a few minutes. And now let's turn our attention to the men. Oh, photo op before we start this video, please. All right, let's give it up to our top women's contenders. Two-time defending Boston Marathon champion, Evans Chebet. The world's fastest man, Ethiopian's Sise Lema. The 2023 Boston Marathon runner-up and Tanzanian national record holder, Gabriel Gay. Excuse me. U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials 4th place finisher Elkanah Kibet. And Boston's very own from the BAA High Performance Team, Matt McDonald. And two-time champion and Team USA Paralympian Daniel Romanchuk. As is tradition in Boston, we're going to start with our defending champion, Evans Chabet. Evans, you won Boston 2 times now, twice in a row, and no man has won 3 in a row since Robert Kipkoech Chariot in 2006, 2007, and 2008. Have you thought about the three-peat, and what would it mean to win Boston 3 times?
Yes, first of all, I say thank you because I come back again Boston. So I'm happy because this year I come again to win 3 times. So I'm ready. Thank you.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your training? You've heard there's been a little Achilles injury, but you are healthy.
Yeah, I train well because I see 2022, 2023, but this year I train good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sisse, you run very fast. On flatter courses though, 2:01:48 to win Valencia last year. Have you prepared for the hills and the challenging course that is the Boston Marathon?
Okay. For the first, thank you all of you, Boston preparation. Boston Marathon organizer and the other competition or organizer from other come here. Thank you all of you. I was coming for in Boston, but not well. Now this year is a good shape me on Valencia. Now on Boston also the new thing I do it well.
Nice, awesome, good luck. Gabriel, you were runner-up last year. You've also won the Boston 10K and finished on the podium for the Boston Half Marathon. Why do you like running in Boston so much?
I like to be in Boston, and every time I race in Boston, actually I get a good result, and they say why I can continue to race here in Boston. So I say I come here for the first time Boston Marathon, and I try to do my best to see if I can hold to be in podium for the second time. So I hope I can do it.
You could be the first person from Tanzania to win the Boston Marathon. What would that mean to you?
It'll be great.
Yeah, well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Elkanah, you were so close to making the Olympic team. You were 4th at the Olympic trials. How's your recovery been, and how excited are you to race?
I've recovered really well. So after the Olympic trials, I just took 2 weeks of cross training and running easy, and then I just started. So I've had a good training, and I look forward to have a great race on Monday.
You too are setting Masters records. That must be pretty exciting.
Yes, and hopefully I'll get to run really fast and try to get the record that Begela has it at some point. So hopefully that will be really great for me to do that.
Matt, you're a new dad. How's life been the last couple weeks?
Well, Mason turned 3 today, or 3 weeks old today. So yeah, I can't even weeks and years straight. So sleep deprived for a little bit, but being back in the hotel, I feel at home again and ready to rest up for Monday. And then, most of the training takes place before 3 weeks before the race. So I don't think it's impacted my preparation at all. It's just I've adjusted my sleep schedule accordingly.
Yeah. Well, you are a member of the BAA High Performance Team. You train here with Mark Carroll. You finished 10th in 210 at 17 a year ago. What's your favorite part of the course, and what does it feel like to wear the unicorn uniform?
Well, to get to wear the BAA logo in the Boston Marathon means the world to me. And this course is really so incredible, and I feel blessed that I get to run it every single day. So it's hard to pick a favorite part, but from Cleveland Circle down Beacon Street right up to where you can see Fenway, that part's just magical. Even on days when there aren't huge crowds out there cheering you on, there's always people, and it could be like the middle of November or something. The weather's not nice, but you're out there running and people will be like, oh, you're getting ready for Boston? Yeah, I am, even if it's, 6 months away.
Nice. Well, good luck, and I hope you get some good sleep.
Thank you.
Daniel, you won here in 2019 and 2021. You were second last year. What's your strategy for this year's race?
Oh, certainly similar to what it has been in the past is just kind of keep collected through the first half of the marathon, going down all of the hills that I am not the best downhiller in this court or in this field for sure. But I just have to wait until the hills of Newton come around and hopefully make up some ground.
But experience is everything, and you have quite a bit of experience here. How does that play into your race strategy?
It certainly does. Getting to know the course over the past few years, it certainly does change things a little bit. I try and kind of predict how the race might go, but really one thing that I've learned over the years is as soon as that gun goes off, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a group photo here before we release the men's athletes. Come on in, guys. All right, we'd like to bring up all the other athletes that are in the room for the press conference to take a group photo as well. So please come on up. And as we wait for them, just so you know, the athletes will be available in the room at their designated tables in traditional style format for interviews, please. Please note that some athletes will be pulled away for television interviews, but they'll return back to their spot. So we will release these athletes to you shortly.
Yeah. All right, let's do this in stages. Let's look at the talk first right up here. Mary Kate. Daniel's getting blocked. All right, everybody look down here. And look at the photographer's right. Here. Also, photographers, please kneel down so that our TV folks can get a shot. Can you guys